Hi everyone, today we have a video I've actually never done before and I thought it would be kind of fun. I'm going to be doing a full face of makeup that I've gotten in PR. I get things sent to me here and there. I don't get an overwhelming amount of PR, but it doesn't matter. I'm so grateful for everything that I get. And I've accumulated these things over the last few months and I thought we would use them all in a video. Some of them you might have seen me use, and then others I've never used. If you're new here, my name is Blair. I do all kinds of beauty and makeup content here on YouTube every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I hope you'll subscribe, and let's go ahead and get into it. I actually haven't applied SPF yet because I wanted to show you this. So this is a product I was sent a little while ago, and it's by True Botanicals, and it is their Skin Barrier Sun Shield with SPF 30. It's a mineral sunscreen. It's 19% zinc oxide, and I have used this. I don't think I've used it in a video though. So it's kind of a thicker, serum-y type consistency. So far, every time I've used this under makeup, it's done really well. I haven't had any bad experiences like it interfering or anything. I really like the finish, especially for under makeup. It's definitely more of a thick product. You have to really work it into your skin. But I do like it. It does have kind of an interesting smell. Actually, a lot of the True Botanicals products, they kind of smell, they smell natural, which it's a very natural brand. So I'm not surprised about that, but they do have kind of an interesting smell. Okay, let's go ahead and do my face. So I have several things here. I'm not entirely sure what I want to use, but I got the Good Apple foundation from KVD Beauty. I know this was going really crazy on TikTok for a while. I think this is super full coverage. But then I also have this. I'm kind of leaning toward using this. This is by the brand BASMA. I've never heard of this brand, and they DM'd me on Instagram and asked if they could send me a foundation, and I said sure, so they did, and it's a foundation stick, so it's in this pink packaging like this. I'm not familiar with this brand at all. I've seen a few people mentioning it here and there on TikTok, but I'm just not familiar with it. I have the shade, I think I'm going to use this today. This is the shade 36. I'll swatch it for you. Okay. That is it there. It looks like it should be a pretty good match for me. Feels pretty, kind of like a soft matte finish. That's really all I know about it. Let me see what this says. Lightweight formula. That's about it. It just says lightly swipe foundation around nose, cheeks, forehead, and chin. Blend into skin with brush or sponge. For additional coverage, apply more foundation to desired areas. Yeah, so I don't know. Don't know much about it, but let's try it. This is actually the only stick foundation that I have. I had the Hourglass stick foundation a long time ago. And let's see, what else have I tried? I've tried the Milk foundation stick a long time ago. I don't have those anymore. So let's try it out. I guess I'm just going to swipe it on. I have no idea how much to apply. So we'll just start with that. For a brush, I think I'm going to use this. This is the BK Beauty 101 brush. And I'll just kind of start tapping this in. I feel like stick foundations are not that popular anymore. I feel like no one ever comes out with stick foundations. It's kind of like stick concealers. Okay, yeah, I definitely think it's a pretty good match for me. Definitely not super thick. It's very lightweight, like the box says. And it looks to be like a light medium coverage right now. Let's see if we can add coverage, because this is not a whole lot. Okay, let's see if you can build this up at all. I mean, I guess the feel of it kind of reminds me of Hourglass, but it's definitely not as thick feeling as the Hourglass stick. That one, from what I remember, is pretty thick and pretty full coverage. Looks kind of weird right now because I don't have corrector under my eyes. Normally I do corrector before foundation, but I didn't today. Yeah, so it definitely built up the coverage a little bit. I would say this is like a lighter medium coverage. I don't know, I thought it was more of a matte finish, but looking up close, it actually looks a little more of a natural finish to me. It's pretty though. Not a lot of coverage though. I would think that something like this would have more. I'm gonna add a little bit to the sides of my nose. I'm gonna use this brush. This is actually the Hourglass Soft Glow brush, the one that came out with the new foundation. It's a lot smaller. A lot easier to get around your nose with this too. Actually, you know what this is kind of reminding me of is the Merit foundation stick. I've tried that a while ago. I did not have the right shade for me though. My shade I had was a little bit too dark. So it's kind of hard to judge a foundation when your shade is that off. But now that I think about it, I feel like this texture is really reminding me of that. Okay, yeah, so this smaller, like more dense brush definitely added more coverage in this area. Still, I would say it's like a pretty full medium coverage at this point, but it is pretty. I feel like I need to put something under my eyes because I'm not used to seeing foundation with nothing under my eyes. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and apply some corrector and concealer. I don't have a corrector or a concealer that's ever been sent to me in PR, so I'm gonna do that and then we'll move on. Okay, I applied some corrector and I was just thinking, let's just put this under my eyes as concealer. I was looking on the website just to see a little bit more, so it looks like this is their only product. It comes in a pretty good shade range. It looked like they had 40 different shades and it retails for $40, so it's definitely not cheap, but I'm kind of curious to see how this would be as concealer. It said on there it's meant to be light to full coverage, so it should be very buildable. And it also looked like they recommend highlighting and contouring with it, which makes me think I should be able to use it under my eyes. So I'm gonna take some on this Hourglass concealer brush. I'm not gonna swipe this on because I already have that corrector on and I don't wanna ruin it. So let's apply some of this and just see. I normally don't think of this type of product for under the eyes, but at the same time, one of the most beautiful concealers ever, the NARS Soft Matte Concealer, I wouldn't think would be good under the eyes, and it's actually beautiful under my eyes. Looks okay. I don't know that I love it under the eyes. I don't know that the texture of it is perfect for that, but I figured since I don't have another concealer to try, we could try this. Okay, I will say I feel like they did really well with my shade match, which is pretty impressive. Yeah, I mean, it looks okay under the eyes. I don't know that I love it though. It looks a little too heavy for under the eyes, in my opinion. You know, it would be nice to have a product like this that you could use all over. So I don't know, kind of iffy on this. We'll see how it does. with the rest of the makeup. So now we're gonna move on to a cream bronzer. And I'm pretty sure I've used this in a video before, but this is by BASMA Beauty. This is their cream bronzer. So if you're not familiar with BASMA, they are a really cool brand. They basically sell everything in these little compacts. So you buy a compact and then you buy the refills to pop into this little compact. They have palettes that are larger, obviously, with more than one product in them. I did like a Zoom call with them a while ago, and this was one of the products that they sent me. And it's very, very nice. This is the shade M80. It's a really nice, kind of more neutral bronzer. And this is called the Clay Cream Bronzer, and it truly, the consistency really does feel like clay. Not in a bad way. They blend really easily, but they really do feel like clay. Most of my brushes are dirty right now, so I'm just gonna go with what I have out here. I'm gonna get some on this little IT Cosmetics brush and just start tapping this on. This formula is really, really nice, especially for a cream bronzer. It's not super, super dewy looking. It's definitely kind of more of that cream to powder finish, kind of like the Charlotte Tilbury cream bronzer. I want to say this comes in like 4 colors, maybe 5 colors. I can't remember. Trying to remember what else they told me when I had my Zoom meeting with them. Their packaging is all recyclable. It's all made of recyclable materials. It's a really cool company. It's from someone that worked, I forget their names, I'll have to put them up on the screen, but they came from Cover FX and Laura Mercier and made this brand together. Okay, yeah, that foundation stick definitely is a no for under the eyes. I just kind of went over it with my sponge. I just felt like there's too much sitting right here. So yeah, definitely a no for under the eyes. It looks okay on my face still. I don't know that I'm obsessed with it, but anyway, let's move on to a blush, also from BASMA Beauty. This is the cream blush in the same cute little packaging. This is the M72 color, a rosy nude, which is my favorite. I will say you kind of have to warm these up after they've been sitting for a little while because they're that clay consistency, so they kind of glaze over a little bit, but look how pretty that color is. I'm just going to use that same IT Cosmetics brush and just tap that on. I love this color. This is like my kind of shade. Very pretty. I've tried that before, so I know I like that, but that color, so nice. If you like neutral blush like I do, that color M72 is so pretty. So I'm gonna quickly set my face a little bit. I feel like this foundation definitely needs to be set. In fact, on the website, it tells you it needs to be set. So I'm gonna lightly set my face and then we'll move on to some more stuff. Okay, I used a little bit of my Bite powder all over my face, and let's see. Oh, I was gonna do brows, but before we do that, I wanna use this. So this was sent to me by Wander Beauty. It's this really cute, it's called the Getaway Eye and Face Palette in the shade Light Medium. So you get a highlight, a bronzer, and a blush, and then 4 eyeshadows in here. Actually very, very pretty. I've used this a few times, not in videos though, and I want to use it again so you can see it. I'm not going to use a ton of the face products because I feel like we don't really need a whole lot, but I'm going to take a little bit of the bronzer, which is Costa Rica, I think is the name. This formula has a lot of fallout though. I don't know if you can see, but when I tap my brush in, there's a lot of fallout. So I'm kind of getting some on the brush, but I'm gonna definitely tap it off because I don't want it to get too much. I'm just gonna tap it on. Oh, it's a pretty color though. Definitely a pretty warm bronzer, but it's blending really nicely. It's just, it has a lot of fallout if that bothers you. It doesn't really bother me, but it's just, it can be kind of tricky to use, especially with a face palette like this, because these little things are not very large, so the powder kind of gets into the other blush and highlight. I'm trying to think if I want to put the blush on. I guess I'll do just a little bit so you can see, like, one little tap. This blush is called Bellini, kind of a peachy color. And then I am going to use a little bit of the highlight. All my brushes are dirty, I feel like. Okay, so this is the highlight. It's just kind of a golden champagne. Highlight's pretty. I feel like it kind of applies a little bit splotchy almost. I feel like a lot of it like went in one place. Let me go over my face with a damp sponge. I do this a lot anytime if I want to blend a little bit more or just pick up some product. It's pretty natural, but I don't know. Applying it, it's okay. Not my favorite though. But let's do a little bit of brows. So I think the only brow product I've been sent is this Persona Swipe Up Brow Gel. I got this a while ago. This is the shade Brown. Honestly, before I dyed my hair dark, I feel like this shade was a little too dark for me. But now that my hair is dark again, I think it's fine. Although I don't use that many tinted brow products anymore. I always use my brow like waxes and then fill them in typically. But this one is nice. Okay, I just applied some MAC Painterly on my eyelids, and now I'm gonna use a few shades from this Wander Beauty palette. So you get 2 mattes and 2 kind of metallic-y shimmers. I'm going to, I think, take this first shade, which is Nude Beach. And I'm gonna apply this in my crease. I haven't tried a whole lot from Wander Beauty. I've tried a few things from them in the past. They actually sent me, I didn't even bring it out here, but one of their cream shadow duos I used in a video a while back. I really liked that. It had like a matte cream shadow and a shimmer in it. But I'm not super familiar with them other than I think the founder of Wander is Lindsay, what is her last name? Ellington, who she used to be a Victoria's Secret model. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with that next shade, just a little bit of a darker brown. It's called Chateau. And I'm gonna add that to the outer edge or the outer corner. It's a little bit darker than Nude Beach. And then we have 2 shimmery shades in here. We have Yacht, which is kind of more of a brown shimmer, and then Bungalow, which is more of a bronzy shimmer. Yeah, even these metallic shades, the formula is just a little chunky. So let's see, the top one is Yacht, and then that one is Bungalow. I guess maybe I'll use Yacht. I feel like they're both pretty deep shimmers. I wish one was a little bit lighter. Yeah, I think I'll try a little bit of this one. I'm gonna spray my brush, I think, with some MAC Fix Plus, because I feel like if I go in with my finger, I'm gonna get a lot of fallout here. So I'm just gonna tap a little bit of that on. I'm not gonna apply a whole lot, I don't think. Just kind of lightly tap it on. Oh yeah, that shade is pretty. Oh, and you know what? I said I was gonna use Yacht, and then I definitely just went in with Bungalow, but oh well. Okay, I think that is gonna be everything from this palette. Actually, I might take a little bit on my bottom lash line, but let's do the top first. And I want to use one of the eyeliners from Persona. I've used one of these in another video. I really like these. They're very easy to use, very creamy and easy to work with. So I have a bunch. I have black, plum, bronze, and brown. I guess we could use plum. Yeah, maybe let's use plum. Might be kind of fun. I'm gonna go in with the plum shade and do a little bit of a wing. So I'm just kind of lightly drawing it on, and then I'm gonna take the BK Beauty 208. Sorry, I'm trying to keep my mirror out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. The best little angled brush ever. The 208 from BK Beauty. Everybody needs this. All right, before we move on to mascara, I'm gonna take that first shade we used, Nude Beach, and I'm gonna put that on my bottom lash line. Okay, let's move on to mascara. I'm gonna quickly curl up my lashes. For mascara, I'm pretty sure I've used this in a video before, but it's the Mob Beauty mascara. Looks like this. And this is really cool. When you get it, they actually come in two separate pieces like this, and I'm trying to remember, you like fit this together when you order it. It's really cool. And I believe this is totally recyclable as well, which is nice. This is a very volumizing mascara for sure. Look at that with one coat. It's really good. I wish they would make this in brown so badly, because y'all know how I feel about brown mascaras. Mob, if you're watching, you're probably not, but if you are, can you please make this in brown? Okay, for lip products, I have a few things here. KVD did send me one of these Epic Kiss. What is this? Nourishing Vegan Butter Lipstick, which sounds exactly like something I would like. I love a really moisturizing lipstick. Oh, look at this packaging. It's pretty. This is the shade Shedefined 110. Ooh, yeah, this is a pretty color. Look at that. Ooh, yeah, that's my kind of shade. So that I really like, but then I have these from Wander Beauty. I have not used any of these lip products, by the way. So these are the Double Booked Lip Cream and Conditioner. So they look like this. It's a little double-ended lip product. So it looks like one of them is like a clear conditioner, And then the other one is more of the colored product. Ooh, this is pretty though. This is the shade Boss Babe right there. Kind of similar to that KVD one. So that is Boss Babe. Then we have this one, which is Happy Hour. Ooh, that one's pretty. It's a little bit more pink, a little bit deeper. That's Happy Hour. And then OTW is the last one, which is also pretty. It's the lightest one, I think. Yeah. So I don't know, which one should I use? Honestly kind of want to use this KVD one. I don't know. This one's just kind of speaking to me. So let's do this. Ooh, yeah, that's a very pretty color. It's definitely more of a moisturizing formula, but it's pretty pigmented. I do like the color. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit of lip liner because I always use lip liner. I'm gonna try this Maybelline Totally Toffee. This was not sent to me. All right, you guys, that is going to be it for this video. Let me know if you like this kind of video and I'll keep doing them. I don't get stuff sent to me all the time, but I can definitely accumulate things, save it up, and then do these videos every now and then if you like them. But let me know what you think. I was going to kind of give an overview of what I think now. Definitely not, I don't know, not my favorite makeup I've ever done. The foundation, I don't know if it will translate on camera or not, but it doesn't look bad. It just kind of looks heavy, like pretty heavy. So I don't love that. I definitely don't love it under my eyes. Like I said, I don't know, maybe I didn't prime my skin today. I just used that SPF underneath. So I don't know, maybe it would do better with primer, but yeah, definitely not obsessed with it so far. Let's see, what else? Now, I do love those products from Mob. These I had already tried though, so I know I like these. If you're not familiar with this brand, definitely check them out. I will link them below. Their branding and just the whole motto of the brand is really cool. So I definitely recommend that. The face palette from Wander Beauty, I don't know that I would go out and buy this with my own money. It's pretty. Definitely not the most user-friendly in terms of blending. I don't know. I feel like I don't love how powdery the formula is, but I don't dislike how it looks. I just don't absolutely love it. Mob mascara, 10 out of 10. I love that. I've used that before. I just wish it came in brown. And very excited about this. I'm actually really happy they sent me this. I love the color. I think it's really pretty. If you want me to use the Good Apple foundation in a video, let me know. I might just use this in like an Instagram reel or something, which, shameless plug, if you don't follow me on Instagram, definitely go do that. I do lots of makeup content over there as well. Product reviews, get ready with me's, all the things. So definitely follow me there at simply.blair and TikTok simply.blair1. And yeah, let me know what you think of the video. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Remember, simply be you. Bye.
Sunday morning, waking up with you. We got no plans.